Alright. What's up, folks? I'm LordBBH, and it looks like we're reaching the end of the Coin Op Classic here on Retro Gaming Live TV. It's been a really fun weekend. I've had a lot of fun just hanging around, watching the runs. We've had some unfortunate things that came pretty close, but didn't quite end in successful 1cc's. But it's still great to see all this skill and talent out on display. And so I'll be with y'all for the next couple hours to finish it out. Hopefully, hopefully we can finish strong. That's the hope anyway. So this isn't exactly the most retro game. This is, of course, the House of the Dead 4, a game that only got ported to the PS3, which I will be playing. It has PlayStation Move support, and I have this gun attachment you can actually put the Move controller in. So you know it kind of feels like you're using a light gun. It's not perfect because this game is supposed to use these Uzis. You can kind of see them there in the demo thing, but it works well enough. Anyway, I'll let the intro play out just for the hell of it before I start, because this game. This is one of the games in the House of the Dead series that, like, a lot of people haven't seen. Because usually when talk of House of the Dead 2 or House of the Dead comes up, most people usually talk about the first couple games. Everybody loves to quote all those great lines from 2. You know, dogs of the AMS, time they made a move, and suffer like G did. This game doesn't quite have the same level of voice acting, but it is It is one of the games in the mainline House of the Dead series. It's actually my second favorite, after the first one. Unfortunately, I don't have a good way to play the first one with a light gun and actually capture it for a stream, so we'll have to make do with this one. I almost submitted House of the Dead 3 also, because it's also on PS3, but kind of don't like that game as much. Also, there wasn't much in the way of light gun games that got submitted for this marathon. The only other one was Zallard with Police Trainer. Unfortunately, we didn't get SM Raidus to tear up some light gun games, so
this is it.
I'll have to make do with what I can try to do.
The House of the Dead.
So I will be sort of trying to play for score, kind of. If I run into trouble, I'll probably just fall back on backup strats and just try to go for a safe clear. I will, pick ranked play here. Ranked play actually locks you to 1 credit, so if I screw up, no continues. And I will let all the cutscenes play out, just in case anybody's interested in the story. This game takes place 3 years after the events of House of the Dead 2.
Keep your eyes open.
Think this could take the door down?
James was one of the characters from House of the Dead 2. He looks like 15 years older here, despite this being like 3 years after. Other character is Kate, who's his protege, I guess.
It can't be.
And of course, those zombies are still up to no good. Oh, I should start the timer, huh? Everybody keeps forgetting to start the timer. Yeah, cutscene percentage.
These are all the weapons I can find.
What the heck are they doing?
So, since I'm going to be playing for score, a lot of this involves headshots. That's always the case with House of the Dead games. You get the most points for headshots, and this game actually has a new system in which it gives you a bonus points for consecutive headshots. It goes, I think, good, amazing, excellent, and then oops. Oh, that's a bad start. I almost want to restart. I'll let it rock though. I'll probably go for the 2 life clear on the first boss if I can, or the S clear, I should say. So I spent a lot of time going for headshots on these guys, and of course the new thing that this game did is the whole gun shaking mechanic that a lot of people not the biggest fan of it. You actually have to shake the gun back and forth to get zombies off you.
What the heck is happening on the surface?
There's certain parts where you can, like, oops. In a situation like this, I'll actually let them grab me, because you can actually, when they grab onto you like that, you can actually get extra headshots. But now none of these guys are doing it, of course. This might not be a score run. So right here, there's a control mechanism back there that I'm trying to shoot. There we go. I destroyed the door's control panel, so this makes me go through this extra stuff. I did not take damage here. There's this part in certain groups where they knock you down, and you have to kill whoever's right on top of you. Got the grenade back there. Grenades are a new thing that were introduced in this game. There's a button on the side of the gun that you can use a grenade to just, like, kind of clear the screen of zombies. Sometimes it does a lot of damage to bosses, too. There's a secret room back there if you shoot the door. Oops, dropped my streak. Get a frog and some coins for points. There's an extra life at the bottom right corner here if you're really fast. Also, it's going to be hard for me to keep up with chat on this because I'm kind of farther back from my monitor. So they also give you a choice of different paths to go.
You have to pick a path. You sure you want to head down?
Kind of sad I didn't, the other route. Actually, Kate says something like, when in doubt, head left. And for some reason, that's just a goofy line. But this route is higher scoring, so...
Does this have anything to do with the incident 3 years ago?
You can get some extra headshots here. Every headshot's worth like 70 points. And you can actually score more headshots on them while they're falling for even more extra points. Yeah, this is a big group right here. I should have let that guy grab me, but I'm okay. So this game can be kind of scary when there's just many zombies, but at any given time, only one zombie can lock onto you. The rest are just kind of hanging around waiting for their turn. You can't get attacked by two of them at the same time. The only exception is when there's like zombies that like throw axes at you or like some kind of ranged weapon. But for ones that like actually like get up in your face, you can only get hit by one at a time, so you have to kind of pay attention. There is kind of some randomness. It's not going to be the same pattern every time. You have to look and see like which one is closest to you, and make your decision accordingly on which one is about to attack you. If I don't kill them fast enough there, it actually you don't get to kill those zombies.
So many of these things last time.
Just looking at them makes me sick.
So again, with these guys, just let them get close. Shoot the top center of the screen. It's a free headshot. So every time I get a perfect, that's an extra 400 points. If the streak gets broken, it goes back to 100 for the first headshot, then 200, then 300, and 400. So ideally, you want to keep a perfect streak going as long as you can. Get those big guys out of the way. They're the most dangerous here. Okay, there's an extra life at the bottom right here. Really hard to see.
So much destruction.
So I'm going to throw a grenade right here. It bounces into the door. It says I missed, but it actually opens up a bonus room that you can only get by throwing that grenade.
The elevator hall is just beyond this door.
So now we're up to the first boss.
This way's blocked.
We gotta find another way out.
He's a big boy.
Kate, we've got to get free.
So I'm gonna be taking my time on this boss. I'm gonna try to go for 70% accuracy at the end of the stage. It actually gives you an S rank. So as you can see, his weak point is the tongue.
Much worse this time.
It's coming!
But this first phase, he doesn't damage you immediately. Like with every boss, you have to like cancel out their attack phases usually to avoid damage. But he just grabs you. And I can shake out of that twice. The third one is really hard to shake out of, so... I'm just gonna do this. I actually get extra hit percentage for just shooting them anywhere. Like, all these other shots do, like, a little bit of damage, but not much. But now I'll try to finish this off. Because usually you can do that in one phase. There's no gun power-ups. You can pick up extra grenades. You can use grenades to, you can actually cancel out this boss's attack phases entirely if you throw a grenade, but... I'm not going to do that. So this next phase, he will not grab onto me. He'll actually do a double drop kick if I don't cancel it out. Beautiful. Next phase is random. He'll either do the grab on or he'll do the drop kick. I got the drop kick one. Shit. If James says this way, he's going to do the grab. If he says follow me, he's going to do the drop kick. But this one is always scripted. He always goes for the grab, so I can go for extra shot percentage here. Hopefully I get the 70% at the end. I want to get at least one S rank. S rank is really hard in this game if you're going for score. It's too hard to shake the third time. Alright, and then the final phase is another, tries to block his face and ends it with a double drop kick, so... I'm just gonna use a grenade. Screw it. I wasn't getting enough hits there. You get 300 points for every grenade left at the end of the stage, so...
This is exactly how it happened 3 years ago. The battle is starting again.
Alright, did I get the S rank? Did I get the S rank? Not even close, damn. I must have missed a lot of shots everywhere else. But if you get an A rank, you do get a life up. If you get the S rank, you get 2 lives up. But I was kind of hoping to get an S there. Accuracy is really off tonight.
Is this your first time here?
Yeah.
So like I said, this game has a lot to do with, or like it takes place 3 years after House of the Dead 2. It actually does tie into the whole Goldman thing. Like there's a lot of elements from 2 that get, kind of get reused here.
I'll help however I can, James. It's an honor.
Because House of the Dead 3 is actually, actually takes place like 16 years after this, in the far-off future year of 2019.
What's happening?
But it's kind of weird because this game takes place in the year 2003. It came out in 2005, and if you watch the attract mode, the demo mode, the intro, whatever you want to call it, it says something about like the nightmare returns in 2003.
We'll be able to get to the surface through there.
And if you see that, it's like, what? It's already in the past?
Looks like we're gonna have company.
Oh, give me a break.
Alright, these guys are kind of annoying. Sometimes when they do that leap, I missed a headshot. Also, when they splash in the water, it makes it really hard to see where everybody else is. Oops. Bonus points on these, you can't fight them. I dropped my headshot streak there, but that's alright. These tongue guys. Drop the streak again, huh? So here, you can actually go a different route if you don't shake the gun here, which I'm going to do for more points. This is a really dangerous group, though. I have no idea who's actually targeting me. Okay, that's good. If he grabs on like that, when I shake him off, they all get pushed back. That's always a good thing to see. Like I said, there is some RNG involved with what they decide to do when they get close. They might go for an attack, or they might go for the grab. The grab is always the preferable option. You can actually get some extra headshots there before those enemies come in. You can't kill them early, but you can actually get extra points, and then the next shot kills them like that. Because enemies don't die in one shot in this game. Because, oh yeah, I haven't really mentioned that. This game uses machine guns. which is another change for the series. The first 2 games used pistols, of course, and then with 3 they changed it up to use shotguns. And so for this game you have an Uzi. Same with the Scarlet Dawn, which I'll talk about later. At first, I was not a fan of the whole machine gun thing, just because when you use machine guns like this, it takes out the whole aspect of being able to like rapid fire the gun. Because that was a fun thing to do in the original, just firing really quickly, just mashing the fire button. And you can't do that in this game. Like, you can't fire any faster than the given shot rate. So I figured, well, if it all comes down to accuracy, that could make the bosses kind of BS, because then you got to be super accurate on everything. And to some degree, that does happen in this game. But if there's a boss that's really, really bullshit, you can kind of get by. You can kind of bullshit it by using grenades back. Same with some really, really difficult enemy waves. Okay, the right route is higher scoring, but I'm just gonna take this route for safety. Actually, I didn't even need to, because I'm already at 5 lives. By default, you can't have more than 5 lives. If you play in free play mode, you can actually store up to 9 lives. It's an operator adjustable thing on the arcade version too, but only once have I seen an arcade cabinet where it was set to a higher maximum than 5. Because that's another unfortunate thing about this game. There used to be a lot of places in the local area where I could find a cabinet of this. Like they had it at movie theaters. They had it at a bowling alley or 2. They had it at the Nickel arcade chain. Like, this game was pretty common for a while, but now in the year 2019, most of the cabinets have disappeared. Like, it's just completely disappeared out of arcades. Reason being, this game runs on a Sega hardware called the Lindbergh hardware, which was PC-based. Also, there's a bonus down here if you shoot a rock. The Lindbergh was PC-based, and since those PCs are like 14 years old at this point, parts on them are failing. Graphic cards are going out, hard drives are failing, and I'm not sure how good the support for these games are at the US Sega branch, so a lot of arcades are just dumping it. Like, I've run into a couple cabinets that were turned off and then they just disappeared. It's really quite sad, so if you can find this game in an arcade, definitely play it and give it a shot, because it might not be there for very long. Uh-oh. Big steppy. Like, it's easier to find cabinets of House of the Dead 1 and 2, because those were just on standard PCBs. Those have outlasted the PC Lindbergh-based hardware, unfortunately. Anyway, I opened the lock there. There's a alternate route. It has a barrel with an extra life, so back up to 5 lives. Oops. Still in good shape. Also, these guys with the blowtorches, you can actually kill them like faster if you shoot their canister, but you don't get the perfect bonus for doing that. That does not count as a headshot. Some secrets back here if I can... I didn't get the grenade. That's alright. Some weirdness with this scene. Sometimes they get really close. This guy always grabs your foot, but I've seen him like actually do an attack instead, which was like, it's an unblockable attack if he goes for the attack instead. Can't do anything about it. It's only happened to me like twice. I'm always just kind of holding my breath and hoping he doesn't do it. I think Chihiro hardware is kind of met the same fate. Like I don't know, a lot of games on Chihiro hardware are hard to find too. Like Virtua Cop 3. Virtua Cop 3 is so good, but it's so rare. I haven't gotten to see a cabinet of that since the one in Vegas at the GameWorks. And that game never got a port, but apparently it can be run on a modded Xbox or something. Oh shit! I forgot which group this was. I didn't mean to close that early. Oh well, going for safety, I guess. Gonna be a bad score for stage 2. Just trying to make sure I can keep the headshot streak going. I love the speed at which Kate figures out an earthquake is going on. It's not an earthquake, though. It's the second boss.
This is straight out of a movie I saw.
Yeah, there's a Virtua Cop 3. Came out in like 2003, 2004. It was really good. Except for that last boss, who's one of the dumbest boss designs I've ever seen in a game. But, whatever. Anyway, second boss, big spider boss. Uh-oh. Please don't hit me. Thank you. Alright, and then he throws a bunch of little babies out. Easy enough to deal with. Next phase, you can only do so much damage before you get caught in the web. There, it's already capped on damage. Alright, 2 more phases. Of course, now he plays peekaboo. Just gotta stop firing when the legs go in front. Nice. Are any bosses worse than Fool? Which one is Fool? Is that the security guard on 3? I get the names mixed up sometimes. Also, depending on if you play as player 1 or player 2, you get different trash talk lines when the bosses are killed. I play as James like pretty much just for his trash talk at the end of stage 3. The delivery on that line just kills me.
Humans have set themselves upon the path to inevitable destruction.
So yeah, you get a lot of cutscenes with Goldman. But Goldman died at the end of 2. What's going on? Oh, Fool's the Sloth. I don't think the Sloth is that bad. I used to think the Sloth was pretty bad the first time I played 3, but
I think we can head through here.
I think it's just a matter of leading your shots and you know, knowing where to shoot the feet. I have much more problems with the security guard in 3.
That's the station up ahead.
Let's go.
That's the station up ahead. Like I said, this game isn't definitely isn't as quotable as 2 in terms of really bad lines, but the delivery on some of James's lines are pretty good, I think. Kind of underrated. These guys, these zombies that I just fought, they wreck my headshot streaks. I cannot keep a headshot streak going with these guys. I do not like them. Get the bonus. Also, this stage is kind of problematic. I tend to lose lives on the stage.
Go up from here. There should be another platform we can
So fingers crossed things go okay here. Barely stopped an attack there. Alright, let this guy move back, because there's a grenade hidden in the background. Man, I can't get a headshot to save my life.
I'll search up ahead.
It's no use. This way is blocked.
This way too. And I've got no reception. There's nobody here.
Gotta get my my perfect streak going again. And I blew it. And I took a hit. Good. Great. Love it.
Should we take the escalator? Or go the other way?
So you can actually go an alternate path here if you don't shake out. Usually you want to shake out because you think this guy's going to hurt you, but this actually just opens up an alternate path.
You should avoid any unnecessary trouble.
With everybody's favorite, the toilet zombie. Welcome to the bathroom. More axe throwers. There we go. Some perfects. And then blow it. Okay, there's a life up here, but it's random where it is, and you don't have much time to shoot at it. Got it. I hate that. I've missed that so many times. Okay, these bats are kind of annoying. There's a switch in the back that you have to shoot to open a secret room. And I did not get it. So I'm just going to use a grenade here. Because it is really hard to keep headshots going there.
Keep yourselves together. It's too dangerous for us to try and power our way through.
There we go, the dangerous route. Okay, that's nice. Anytime you have to push them back, that's always a welcome sight for me. Get knocked down, that's a little scarier, but no steppy. Shit. God, the stage is always so dark. I turned up the brightness on this. The stage is still always so dark. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. There's a life up over here. Okay. Life up right over here. Really hard to see. Yes. How did I not get that headshot? What the fuck? Get on the subway. I think the guy was about to go for the grab. Shit. I should have let him do that. That's fine.
It's dangerous, but we've got no time. Get in.
Alright, time for the Empress. Yeah, this isn't really a fair representation of somebody who would play this game for the first time, because I pretty much got this game memorized. I've played it a little too much. Get those extra hits. Yeah. Uh-oh. I didn't reload. Oh, here comes my favorite line. Just the delivery on this.
This is an authorized transfer point.
James, why are you so mad? It's not an authorized transfer point. Okay, calm down. You got other things to worry about. You're being chased by this weird thing with a chainsaw. Yeah, two more of these phases. They're nice enough to show you where the head is. Next one's kind of tricky, but I'll sometimes use a grenade just for safety, but... Oh, that was close.
Still alive. Don't let your guard down.
Alright. Okay, this next phase... This one isn't too bad, but I usually take a hit on the next one. Throw a grenade. Hope it hits him. Yeah, there we go. The grenade didn't cancel out the phase, but it did a lot of damage. Also, there's another great James line right here. So bad.
James, up ahead!
Hey, we're going to jump!
Oh boy, he is rolling.
That was close.
It's like you missed. Just stop! Alright, that's way better than most stage 3s go for me.
Looks like you're not a top agent for nothing.
Alright. Looks like I've
Most importantly, I'm still at 5 lives. There's only 1 life pickup on stage 4. Like, most stages have 2 extra lives you can get, but stage 4 only has 1.
Don't you find it odd, a bit coincidental? Has anyone even noticed? Must we simply sit and wait for it all to end?
Must we simply sit and wait for it all to end?
Where'd everyone go?
Let's just hope they all manage to evacuate.
Hope. So you really think there's still hope?
Yeah, there's no turning back now.
Yeah, I love this game. You didn't have to kick that door open, James. Why are you so angry? Uh-oh. Oh, that's a good start.
I used to come here often.
Reload, please. Alright, I keep dropping headshots on these guys. There we go.
We have to close it quickly!
What's up, Elma? If I didn't close that, that would actually open up an alternate route that I don't want to go. And you kind of have to shoot this guy here to keep the gate open, or else he closes it. And I kind of need to go in there for the extra life, I think. There might be an extra life on the other route, I just never go the other route. Uh-oh. I kind of want to use a grenade. Never mind, I'm safe.
I used to love this shop.
Love this shit. There was a secret right there that I got. So life is going to be in the background after like the next couple enemies. It's that red box. And I think that's the only life up on the stage. Okay, I always try to focus on the big boys first. Just because they, if they get close, their attack is really fast. Okay, gotta go for safety. I'm sorry, Mr. Energy. I was kind of trolling you earlier.
It's impossible to tell from here.
Devil Ray's my girlfriend, and I kind of got the Shock Troopers high score on her Switch. I didn't introduce myself. I'm kind of the Shock Troopers world record holder, but oh well. Anyway, back to House of Dead 4. What the hell is this pattern? I missed the bonus. Alright, this next boss is kind of weird. He's a super chunker. So there's a gimmick to this fight. Well, kind of a gimmick, if you can consider it that. Yeah, top hat. I'm stopping his attacks, but his health bar remains unchanged. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh boy, he is rolling. Okay, I have to use a grenade in the next part. This next phase is really hard to stop without it. Oh god, the guy from... I'm glad we didn't have to see that guy in my Mock Breakers run.
And what is that?
Alright, let's use that.
Let's go up that way.
Alright. Nope. What the? I actually took a hit from that jobber? That's okay, because I should get 1 health back at the end of the stage.
Looks like we can go up.
It does mean a slight drop in points, though. Like, you get 700 points for every life left at the end of the stage, so... Not a big loss. It's fine. Don't get punched. There we go. Be sure to click the bell to know when I upload new videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, sure. Not good. Shoot, not gonna have 5 lives in the next stage. So after all that, you just kill the boss with a quick time event.
Temper this, buddy.
Not really the best line you could have come up with there, James,
Should be
but
able to see the city up
you're
ahead.
trying, I guess.
This is it.
Oh no, BBH destroyed the world.
Oh, I scanned. Oh my. No.
Yeah, he just shrugged off all those bullets, but then you drop a clock on him and it knocks him out. Whatever.
Looks like you're not a top agent for nothing.
Alright. Looks like I've still got it.
Okay. Kind of wish I hadn't lost that life. Stage 5 is kind of a little bit scary.
At some point in time,
It's actually harder than the last stage.
harmony of the world. They came to know greed like no other species.
I think I'll be okay
Gave
though.
no thought to what their rampant breeding would do to the world.
Kate, don't give up hope.
Email.
To
Dear.
my dear AMS agents, everything's set.
I knew you were behind this.
How did Goldman time that email just right?
Something else
He's
we must
dead.
do. I think I have an idea where to start. Let's go. What the heck is
How did he get his email address in the first place? I think I missed something here.
We're running out of time.
God, every time I play this, there's always clock puns after Temperance. I don't have time for those. So this stage was actually like the background in this stage was actually used in House of the Dead 2. Kind of revisiting some familiar ground here, I guess. In that frog. Alright, these guys, the M. Bison-looking zombies, they have a really dangerous shoulder tackle. Also, these Matrix policeman zombies who start teleporting around, they're very annoying because of their quick dashes. Whoa, I almost got kicked there.
You alright?
Yeah, I think. Watch out!
Alright, time for headshots on parade. Oops. Of course I would drop a headshot. That's just how I roll. Like here I want to kill the policeman first. Get! There we go. Then after that, the rest of these guys are complete pushovers. Grenade back there. If the camera will move... I missed it. Oh, gotta hit the red barrel. There was a life up in that red barrel, so... Back to 5 lives. And there's a bonus right here in these barrels. Oh, shoot, I missed it. I forgot to reload.
Oh, this can't be safe.
The thing that keeps fucking me up on the this PS3 port is that you don't reload by pointing the gun off screen. You actually have to give the gun a tiny shake. Whereas in the arcade version, you only have to point the gun off screen. Like, usually you'll get it anyway when you kind of point it off screen, but... So every now and then, I haven't reloaded and I don't realize it until it's too late.
Confirmed it for me. That's where everything started. Goldman Building.
So of course, at this point in House of Dead 2, you had to fight the first boss again. Remember, there's no such thing as a second chance. But luckily, this game does not do the boss rush thing. Ooh. Alright, gotta shake it super fast here. If you shake it fast enough, you get some bonus items, including a life up right there. And I missed all the other bonus... No, wait, no, I got one. Alright, let this guy grab so I can push everybody back. Beautiful. It's almost like I'm being invited in. So yeah, if you played House of the Dead 2 or Typing of the Dead, you might recognize this as being the basis for the last stage there. There was a refight with Magician right here, but unfortunately we're not going to see Magician. Instead, we're going to see this this Dante wannabe. So this guy can be kind of a jerk, because he'll fly around a lot before he starts an attack phase. Sometimes he'll be like partially off screen, and you won't be able to damage him while he's off screen, and you can't stop his attack phase in time. That hasn't been happening to me lately, so fingers crossed. As long as he stays on screen when the cancel health bar comes up, I'm fine. Like right there, he was trying to get off screen, but luckily it was this pattern where you just shoot down the other projectile. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, he didn't even get in the air. Nice. Alright, time to spin and win. His attack is so goofy. What are you doing? That's fine. I don't have to stop that phase. I just have to shoot these things down. Alright, perfect star fight. So this port kind of has a little bug in this part. It's going to start making these noises of him dying over and over. You can kind of hear some grunts going on in the background. That's not supposed to happen. It is kind of the fault of this port.
Looks like you're not a top agent for nothing.
All right. Looks like I've still...
I mean, otherwise, this is a good port.
Earth has evolved in a way so that it naturally regulates the population of any given species. Humans were once subject to this system, regardless of whether or not they knew it. Pandora's box is opening.
Is that all you have to say, Goldman?
Of course, those were all flashbacks. So yes, the last level in this game is the same setting as the last stage in House of the Dead 2. But we got some new things. We got robot zombies.
James, are you sure you're alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just remembered something.
So one thing I guess I didn't mention about this game that I don't know if anybody noticed. There's no hostages in this game. In the first two games, there were always annoying hostages that would you'd have to save. Don't come! Don't come! And in 3, they kind of did away with that and just have these weird scenes where you have to save your partner. This game has none of that. I only bring this up because in the first two games, there's a bonus room that you can get to on the last stage that you can only get if you save everybody in the game. If you save every hostage you come across. And then in part 3, you have to save your partner every time you do it. So they had to change the way to get into the bonus room for this game. They changed it so that you just have to get here on 1 credit. So as long as you use no continues, you get some health back before the last boss, which makes the fight super free. Like I took a hit there, but that's all right. So I'm gonna get topped off before the last boss. Also, these guys, they actually have a weak point on their chest, which is why I'm still able to keep the perfect streak. I'm not actually shooting them in the head.
We're not going to make it. James, hang in there. Don't give up hope.
Don't worry. I can't let this end just yet.
Okay, there's did I get the other bonus room? Yeah, this is the there was a different bonus room that I got from like shooting that dragon that was earlier in the stage. The other bonus room shows up after the next wave of enemies. Uh-oh. I had no idea who was locked on there. Take my time on these. Uh-oh. That's fine. So here's the bonus room. Two extra lives, bunch of points. This is pretty much a free 1cc at this point, because when you know what the last boss does, it's not bad at all. I have seen people struggle with this boss, but just gotta know the patterns.
We did it!
First off, I just want to congratulate you. Do not worry, it was not my wish to destroy the world with nuclear missiles. I do not wish to kill all humans, I merely wish to revert them to their natural state. However, Pandora's box has been opened. There's nothing I can do to stop it. What?
Yeah, you go through so much ammo in this game.
Still hope.
I don't know where Kate and James keep all their bullet clips. I'm playing with a PlayStation Move controller that's like in a gun attachment.
James, that's...
Kate, let's go.
Alright, everybody get in your JoJo's jokes. It's always inevitable.
Kate, this is it. Give it all you got.
Alright, so... for the first part of this fight, it has 3 attack phases. It just picks from randomly. This one, you just shoot the ice. If you don't shoot the ice in time, you have to break out to avoid taking a hit. 2 of the phases are exactly like that. You just have to break out. The other is the ice axe, which he is not going to do here. Obviously, his weak point is the... it's got to be that glowing red thing in his chest, right? Oh, he started that way off screen. But like I said, as long as he can shake out, no damage. When he gets down to like 35% health, his attack pattern is going to change. Oh, there's the ice axe. This one's kind of bullshit if you don't know about it. Because Because you gotta kind of see the axe as it's being formed. And the first time, you're gonna have no idea what's going on. Alright, this is the bullet sponge part. So these, you just want to shoot each one. Shoot these pretty snow crystals. Always end up cutting it a little closer than I feel like I should. Ah, I almost got it. Almost did it within 2 phases. And he's dead.
Reload.
Just kidding. Now for phase 2, entire new health bar. All his attacks are different in this phase. He throws a lot of ice dragons at you. And these you can't shake out of. These you actually do have to cancel them. Got him. Alright, this is the whirly boy. I'm sorry, I had to see if anyone would take that bait. For anybody credit feeding through this game, you're gonna want to hope it's over after the first phase. Okay, it's finally doing this one. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Or right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, again, he's gonna change attack patterns around like 40% health. Next one, he's gonna do his final attack. And since this dragon can be kind of hard to hit. Lather, rinse, repeat. Should be able to get it on the next phase. And there we go. That's a 1cc. Or is it?
This is our last hope. This will stop him. Pete, don't give up hope.
Yippee! You could have just thrown your phone to, like, aim the satellite laser, but no, James had to be so dramatic about it.
James. What should I do?
So they have to end the game on a complete downer. And no, there's no way to keep James alive. Even if you play on, like, player 2 side or whatever. Ricochet! And yes, he really is dead. He doesn't come back in the next game. I didn't even talk about Scarlet Dawn. Like, there's a new House of the Dead game that's in arcades now. It's mostly in, like, Round 1 and Dave & Buster's. And it sucks. Don't play it. I was really disappointed with it. I don't like Scarlet Dawn. So there's different endings you can get depending on your performance. You get special endings for a 1-credit clear.
James, it's not over.
Oh, we got Sassy
yet.
G.
We'll fight this back to the source. It's time for you to
Look at this
rest
walk
now,
cycle.
James.
That's G. G actually becomes a playable character in House of the Dead 4 Special, which I didn't talk about either. Man, there's a lot to talk about with this series. Oh, James has to speak from beyond the grave.
I think I did better than Logan.
That's a mistranslation. The character's name is Rogan, not Logan. They completely fucked it up. One of the characters in the first game is named Rogan. But they were like, nope, he's Logan now.